Good morning, my dear students. Today I am going to teach you about mode of nutrition in a bacteria. In previous class already we have learned about the kingdom Monirens. Bacteria placed in kingdom Monirens. As per Pythagoras classification, how many kingdoms are there? 5 kingdoms. What are they? They are one is Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, Animalia. The kingdom Monera is consists of prokaryotic unicellular organisms. So examples bacteria. Okay, today we have to know about the mode of nutrition in bacteria. The bacteria are exhibit different types of nutrition. What are they? They are one is autotrophs. Autotrophs means they are prepared their own food material. Some of the bacteria are preparing their own food materials. Such bacteria are known as autotrophic bacteria. Autotrophs are further differentiated into two subtypes. What are they? One is photosynthetic autotrophs. Second one is the chemosynthetic autotrophs. What are the examples for photosynthetic autotrophs? Chlorobium, chromatium. Okay, so chlorobium is one of the example for photosynthetic autotrophic bacteria. The chlorobium bacterium is obtain energy from sunlight, carbon from atmospheric carbon dioxide. So these bacteria are involved in the photosynthetic autotrophic mode of nutrition. Obtain energy from sunlight, carbon from the atmospheric carbon dioxide. So obtained energy and carbons are utilized for the synthesis of food materials. Okay, now next, what is the next subtype of autotrophs? Chemosynthetic autotrophs. The chemosynthetic autotrophic bacteria are obtain energy from oxidation of the inorganic substances. Oxidation of inorganic substances. For example, Ferrobacillus bacteria. Ferrobacillus bacteria are obtain energy from the iron. Rust is formed after few days. The iron is destroyed after few days, a few months, a few years. The iron is destroyed, oxidized by the Ferrobacillus bacteria. During oxidation of iron into rust, energy is released. That energy is utilized for the synthesis of food materials in some of the bacteria. For example, Ferrobacillus bacteria. What are the differences you are observed in between these two? Photosynthetic autotrophic bacteria are obtain energy from the sun, whereas chemosynthetic autotrophic bacteria are obtain energy from the oxidation of inorganic substances. Okay, and next the second major type of the bacteria mode of nutrition is heterotrophs. Some of the bacteria are depend on others. Some of the bacteria are depend on the cells or tissues of host organism. Some of the bacteria are depending upon the dead and decayed matter. Okay, so heterotrophs are not prepare their own food material. Heterotrophic bacteria are further differentiated into saprophytes and parasites. Saprophytes, heterotrophs are depend on dead and decayed matter. Okay, whereas parasites, the parasitic bacteria are depend on cells or tissues of a host organism. Okay, so heterotrophs are saprophytes and parasites. What are the differences here observed in between these two? Saprophytes are depend on dead and decayed matter. Parasites are depend on cells or tissues of a host organism. So these bacteria are exhibited. Several organisms are there in the living world. What are they? Bacteria, algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms, kingdom Animalia members. Among those several organisms, the bacteria are exhibit the most extensive metabolic diversity regarding the mode of nutrition. Some are involved in photosynthetic mode of nutrition. Some of the bacteria are involved in chemosynthetic mode of nutrition. Some of the bacteria are involved in saprophytic mode of heterotrophic nutrition, and some of the bacteria are involved in the parasitic mode of nutrition. Like that, the bacteria are, when compared with other organisms, bacteria are exhibit different types of mode of nutrition. Okay, so next, archaebacteria. The archaebacteria survive in extreme habitats, not in a normal habitat. Some of the archaebacteria survive in extreme habitats. Archaebacteria's cell wall, cell structure, the outermost layer is the cell wall, whereas just beneath the cell wall, cell membrane is present. The cell membrane is consist of branched chain lipid molecules. Branched chain lipid molecule. This is a peculiar character. It's not present in generally. It's not present in other organisms. It's not there in human beings or animals. In majority of the organisms, this type of structure is not there. In archaebacteria, the cell membrane is consist of branched lipid molecules. So, due to presence of branched lipid molecules, archaebacteria can survive in extreme habitats. Some of the archaebacteria are lived in salty regions, extreme salty regions. Such archaebacteria are known as halophils. Some of the archaebacteria survive in where the temperature is more than 70 degrees centigrade is available. Such bacteria, archaebacteria are known as thermoacidophils. Thermus aquaticus. Thermus aquaticus is one of the example for thermoacidophils. So these bacteria, Thermus aquaticus bacteria are survive in hot springs. There more than 70 degrees centigrade temperature or more than 100 degrees centigrade temperature is available. Generally, majority of the organisms cannot survive whenever the temperature is more than 70 degrees. What will happen? Suppose the human beings are exposed to 70 degrees centigrade temperature. What will happen in human beings? The cells, the DNA is denatured, DNA strand separations takes place. That leads to death of organism. Generally, majority of the organisms cannot survive whenever the temperature is increases more than 70 or more than 100 degrees centigrade. But these bacteria, archaebacteria, thermoacidophilic archaebacteria can survive in the hot springs. Okay, some of the archaebacteria survive in gut of ruminant animals. Such bacteria are known as methanogens. So methanogens are present. Methanogens are present in gut of ruminant animals. What are the ruminant animals? Cow and buffaloes are example for ruminant animals. So methanogens archaebacteria survive in gut of ruminant animals. What is the function of methanogens? The methanogens are involved in production of methane gas from dung of ruminant animals. Okay, so from this concept regarding objective point of view, which of the organisms are exhibit the most metabolic diversity regarding behavior? Option A, algae. Option B, bryophytes. Option C, pteridophytes. Option D, bacteria. Generally, algae are involved in only autotrophic mode of nutrition. Bryophytes, autotrophic mode of nutrition. Pteridophytes, autotrophic mode of nutrition. Bacteria are involved in photosynthetic autotrophic mode of nutrition, chemosynthetic autotrophic mode of nutrition, saprophytic mode of nutrition, parasitic mode of nutrition. Like different types of the bacteria are involved in different kinds of a mode of nutrition. Bacteria are simple in structure but complex in behavior. Regarding this concept, objective point of view, which of the organisms or exhibit most metabolic diversity in behavior? Bacteria. Okay, simple in structure but complex in behavior. Okay, na? And another concept, the archaebacteria are differentiated into how many groups? Option A, halophils. Option B, thermoeosinophils. Option C, nitrogens. Option D, all of the above. All of the above. Option A, halophils. What is the question? The archaebacteria are differentiated into how many groups? Archaebacteria. Which of the following ones belongs to archaebacteria? Option A, halophils. Option B, thermoeosinophils. Option C, nitrogens. Option D, all of the above. All of the above is the correct answer. Okay. And another question is, which of the following archaebacteria are involved in production of methane gas? Which archaebacteria are involved in production of methane gas? How many groups of archaebacteria are there? 3 groups: halophils, thermoeosinophils, nitrogens. Among these, which groups involved in synthesis? Which group is involved in production of methane gas? Methane. Then option C is the correct answer. Methanogens. Methanogenic bacteria are involved in production of methane gas. Okay, is it clear? So next class we will discuss about the cyanobacteria. Okay, thank you, my dear friends.